Hello, this is my PS3, and I'm going to try going through my download list. Here we go. Download list. Why? Because, well, it's huge, and I don't necessarily remember what all is in it. I guess the PlayStation 3 was the first console I had that I was actually getting, at the time it came out. I mean, Dreamcast, I was getting a little after it came out, and the earlier consoles I was getting way after they came out. The other thing is that PS3 is kind of this weird space in console history where before Dreamcast, before PS3, just about everything was on physical media. And so, it's been seen, it's been analyzed, it's been photographed, it's been recorded. After PS3, everything is probably going to be more or less around for a good long while. And backwards compatible, probably in some respect, but the PS3 is not really backwards compatible with later consoles so far. And it actually didn't take as long to get through as I thought. And a lot of this stuff, like I was downloading just about every demo that came out each week on the store, because I don't know, why wouldn't you, right? It's free stuff to play. So I was downloading all the demos, but a lot of these games got delisted afterwards, and the demos got delisted. So a lot of this stuff was fairly ephemeral. Ephemeral? Yeah, that's good. Ephemeral. I mean, the PS3 stuff may be the least lasting of the console generations, at least some of it. And I think it's kind of interesting for that reason to go back through, and there might be stuff I want to download just so I can get some recording of it. For instance, so the list is usually in chronological order, I think. I don't know why it put the very last thing I just downloaded and I bought and downloaded at the beginning of the list now. So Golden Axe is now at the bottom of the list. I just got that a month ago. But then the item right above that is Gran Turismo HD Concept, which is the first thing I downloaded on my PS3, and you can see the date, February 11th, 2007. Now, the PS3 came out in November of 2006, so apparently I did not get it at launch, which that sort of jibes with what I vaguely remember. I don't tend to get consoles at launch. I wait for the mania to die down or something. I don't know. And so on the first day, I downloaded Gran Turismo HD Concept, which was this freebie that I guess they'd been trying to make it their next big Gran Turismo, but they hadn't quite. It had gone a little sideways, so they just gave it out of this little freebie. I think did it have one track, or was there a second track? I can't remember. And some cars anyway. You just race around. It was alright, it's a thing, something to do with your new console. They had some HDR lighting in one part and all this stuff. Not that I had an HDR compatible TV. And then also this Go Sudoku starter pack, because that was like another thing you could actually download. I have no interest in Sudoku, but see, so I have a YouTube search window open here. So if I search for Go Sudoku starter pack PS3 on YouTube, what do we get? We get one oddly titled video that their description does say it's about Go Sudoku for the PS3, not necessarily a demo, but for the starter pack or whatever. But so that's it. So there's one video on YouTube that comes up when I search for this. So I kind of think I might want to make a video of that just to get coverage of it. I did check before I went in here. I have 193 gigabytes free on my PS3 hard disk, so hopefully it'll hold out. It's one of them slim, not a super slim, just a slim. It's not my original PS3. I had an OG PS3. I had two. I had a US one and a Japanese one. And one of them died from the heat death. I can't remember which one. And I think I sold the other. I don't know what I did with them. Yeah, because I wasn't using it or whatever. But then I eventually wanted one again for, was it for Virtua Fighter 5? I don't know. I'm on Wi-Fi, and the PS3's got relatively slow Wi-Fi, unfortunately. I guess I could do this in the background. I'm going to have to do this. I thought it would go fast with this, only 96 megabytes. But we're back in 2007, and the Wi-Fi's slow. 15 years ago. And I don't really care about Sudoku. Okay. So there was also, I mean, see, I have no real interest. Well, maybe I did at the time because it was new and maybe they'd be cool or something right on my shiny new HD console. But there's so many of these, you know, shoot military man games, 3D first-person shooters. And those have all been, I'm sure those have all been covered to death, right? Like, I think I searched this yesterday. Resistance, Fall, and even just the demo of, demo, PS3 on YouTube. And, well, there's tech demos. That's not the same thing. There's a demo. Demo HD. Demo, yeah. So, you know. Qbert was, so I got that on the 25th. That was like 2 weeks later. I thought that was pretty cool. It was actually published by Sony Online Entertainment, who I was working for at the time. So I was surprised by that. I think it was published by them. Maybe I'm confusing that with Joust, which definitely was. Oh wait, that's Qbert 2.0. Was that the? I think that was still the one. It had regular Qbert in it, I think. I mean, all these big releases would be covered. You know, there's no need for me to make a new video of those. I was actually looking at Lemmings PS3 recently, and it was not anything I was interested in. Def Jam, I don't even know what that means, you know. I don't know, I was never cool enough. Now, there was a early game in here I remember seeing when I looked in here briefly yesterday. Armored Core 4. Oh, yeah, Ridge Racer 7 demo. I'm kind of curious about that. I'm not going to be able to play any of these now, I don't think. Oh, I was going to say, was it downloading fast, actually? And then no, it's just preparing, whatever that means. Did I accidentally do download in background? If I task switch out now, is it going to make me go back through the list? I think I must have done download in background. What else would it have been preparing? Ah, jeez, I don't know. I'm not going to go back. Yeah, Sigma. I think I actually played that on like a friend's Xbox or something. Virtua Tennis 3 is probably all right. I'm not really interested in downloading 800 megabytes to find out. I like the one on the Dreamcast. Well, I like the first one. Then I think I played the second one as well on Dreamcast, and it just seemed like, okay, now they're just overdoing it a bit. I kind of remember this. This was like a tech demo. That was weird. Let's see how Super Rub-a-Dub has been covered by YouTube. Super Rub-a-Dub demo. Yeah, it was just like a graphical demo. Trying to show off their new console with, you know, water rendering. Yeah, there's lots of videos of that. Everybody loves Super Rub-a-Dub, right? Joust is a very good port of Joust, actually, and that was by the company I was working for, and I had no idea they were making it, and I thought, well, this is cool. Another Go, so that's Go Puzzle? I don't care that much. Yeah, I vaguely remember that's, so Motorstorm Time, oh, that's an add-on. So yeah, this list also includes DLC and add-ons and stuff. I was kind of hoping, wait, there was a downloadable Motor Storm? I would re-download that, but no, that Motor Storm, at least the two I think I had were both on disc. Super Stardust HD. That was kind of the first big, like, must-have downloadable only game, I think. I mean, at this time, not everything was coming out as downloads. Early in the PS3, it was still like big games would just come out on disc. But now there was finally this hyped, I mean, it was a Sony game, so obviously they're putting this hype into it of, what a downloadable indie game or whatever it could be. I mean, I don't know. They probably didn't call it an indie game back then. Dynasty Warriors Gundam. Heavenly Sword. I think I ended up buying that. That was much hyped as well. I think I played through the whole thing. I didn't really like it that much. I mean, look at all this big stuff that was around near launch. NCAA football, Electronic Arts Dirt demo from EA. I mean, I played all these demos at least a little. Now, Folklore, I think I ended up buying. That's a big demo for PS3. I mean, most of these demos meant that I think you could like convert them to the full version. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix demo. Oh boy, more football, more golf. EA's all over this. 2K's in here now. More EA. I mean, EA was all over this thing. So this must have been more DLC. Did they bundle their DLC? That's kind of weird. More EA, NBA this time. Stranglehold was actually pretty fun. Yeah, I don't feel a need to re-download that, but that's a pretty fun game. Harry Potter, man, EA was just killing it here. Harry Potter, hockey, FIFA, wow, they just rolled everything out in the first couple months. Tony Hawk, that was Activision. I remember not liking, I just didn't like the name Pixel Junk. I thought that just sounded bad. And then the games themselves, I really, this is when I started to realize that downloadable games could be just kind of bad. I just really didn't like those. I mean, nowadays you just have endless trash coming out on PlayStation Network downloadable games. But back then it was like, oh, that was disappointing. Sega Rally Revo. I vaguely remember that I've never really been able to get into one of the Sega Rallies. Stuntman Ignition. I don't know. Skate. I mean, people were still trying to get stuff out of the whole skating thing, Tony Hawk and Skate. I remember I had a friend who really was just talking up Skate a lot, but I was never a real skater. I had a cheap skateboard as a kid, but I was scared. I would just sit on it and sort of go down very gradual slopes sitting on it. NBA 2K, so 2K strikes back. EA comes back with Clive Barker's Jericho demo, whatever the heck that was. We got more MotorStorm DLC. Sony's getting in with the DLC. Sony's getting in with sports, NBA 8. Simpsons. Now, that was surprising to me when that came out. Okay, good. It did download Ridge Racer. Because here was an actual... Oh, wait, was that the arcade game? It must have been the arcade game. I didn't realize EA published it. Maybe that wasn't the arcade game. Well, there was an arcade game, a conversion of the, classic Konami beat 'em up that came out on PS3, which was pretty cool that they were starting to put out like actual full-on proper ports of arcade beat 'em ups and licensed ones at that. And then they didn't do many more of those, so that was too bad. And like in retrospect, The Simpsons was not a great example of those anyway, but at the time it seemed like kind of a breakthrough to sort of the stuff I wanted. I'm not sure if that's what this was, or it might have just been some kind of dopey modern Simpsons game. I don't remember. Conan I actually did end up buying. It was so cheesy. I think it also had mild nudity too. It was just, but it did have a lot of just like over the top sword action. So I kind of liked it. I mean, I knew it was cheesy. I never got into Ratchet and Clank. I guess I played all the demos that they made available. Here's another, this seemed to me like the same thing as Pixel Junk. It's just like, come on, Sony, what are you doing? More 2K. THQ Juiced Hot Import Nights demo. Okay. We all want to get juiced. We can get Need for Speeded and Juiced right back to back. Pro Street. I mean, all these big titles, what does that mean? Oh no. Wow. Well, this is going to be a drag. Wow. Huh. Oh, good. Well, so I guess this is going to happen a little bit. Now, 400 or so of the entries in this list are dead or alive. DLC. It's just a thing that happened. So that'll go quickly. I didn't realize, why would they time you out? This sucks. I mean, yeah. I was looking online on the web the other day about this list, and you know, now they've shut it down so much. I think the PS3 itself, unless you hacked something, I don't know, is the only way you can actually see this PS3 download list. You can't pull it up on your normal, like on the Sony site. If you're logged in with your PSN account there, you can't get any of your PS3 stuff listed there. So pretty much you have to be on an actual PS3. It's kind of a pain, and now they're just going to keep timing me out. But you know, whatever. I'm stubborn. Where are we? We got Juiced. Need for Speed. Time Shift. I don't really remember. Oh, here we go with Uncharted's kicking off. Motorstorm, more DLC. Blazing Angels 2, don't really remember. Toy Home Demo, I don't know. Sony, jeez. More driving stuff. Folklore, so yeah, I've got an add-on. I was trying to, you know, be into, it seemed cool, it had nice graphics. I don't remember if I played through the whole thing. Fall for Domino, okay. I don't think I even got to the second Motorstorm. I bought it, but did I get Time Shift? I don't think so. I never really got into the Burnouts. Snake Ball, don't care. NFL Tour? Ugh. More Folklore add-on. Never really got into Kane and Lynch. I think I played one co-op briefly with a friend of mine on Xbox or something at some point. FIFA Street. Oh, they were still trying to push this kind of thing. Turok demo. Oh, yeah, baby. More Folklore, The Club. Whoa. From Sega. What the heck is Sega The Club? Is that driving? Don't time out on me yet. Third-person shooter, developed by Bizarre Creations. Bizarre Creations and Sega. That's weird. Looking at a video of the PC version. At least it seems weird to me. It's very gray. As things tended to be back then. Well, yeah, it's just gang type white dudes punching wood planks and shooting each other with pistols at point blank, so that You know, that was what I was all about then. I wasn't. I think Devil May Cry 4 is the one that I did end up getting, the one DMC. I don't know what this is. Is this World War II? War Folklore. Into 2008. So it's been a year now since I've had my PS3 a year. Still doing Motorstorm stuff. Chinese New Year skin. Puzzle Guzzle from Agitech. A PSP demo. Oh, I wonder if I had a PSP. I must have had PSP at that point. Now it's PSP time. Siphon Filter PSP demo. Potapon. Oh my gosh. Harvey Birdman. It was Capcom. I don't know if I ever played that actually. Even the demo. Lost Planet I did like. I thought that was really cool. The sequel was terrible. But I even played Lost Planet. Or wait, was it the second one that was the horrible? I think it was. I think it was the first one I played online for a while. We got some Sony baseball. We got more pixel junk garbage. I mean, some of them could have been good, but I don't think I tried. I think I tuned. I must have tried them. I don't know. I don't know what Rocketman Axis of Evil was. It's a tiny download. Capcom. Capcom USA. I guess they're all Capcom USA. Sega Superstars 10. It's got the guy. It's got Sonic. Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Man, Sega was publishing a lot of tough, bloody street stuff. Speaking of, we got God of War, Wipeout Pulse. I tried to get into Wipeout was it Wipeout 3? I don't know. Anyways, I didn't succeed. R-Type Command. What the heck is that? Oh, that's a PSP game. Super Stardust add-on. Whoa, EA with soccer. Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Now I must have got. Did I get Prologue? No, I don't think so. I got 5. Iron Man demo published by Sega. Jeez. Echo Chrome. This is where they started to try to get artsy. I tried all that stuff. Didn't do it for me. Dark Sector. I don't remember what that was exactly. Born demo. Grid demo. No, wait, didn't Grid... Wasn't there an earlier Grid thing? Was that a demo or a full version? Or maybe I'm just confusing it with another driving game. Haze. I think that one didn't turn out so popular, did it? Overlord of Raising Hell? I don't know. Wolf the Battlefield Commando 3. Commando 3? What? Commando 3? What are you doing, Capcom? Full game? Did I buy it? Oh no. Looking on YouTube, there's a 55-minute long playthrough. Oh, you're on a beach. Oh, I remember that. That was bad. Oh, I was such a dummy. I hope it was free or something. Yeah, that was cheesy. Sid, I remember playing this. Actually, I might have bought that game, Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution, because, it's, oh my gosh, it's a Civ game on my console. And ended up not getting into that either. I mean, I was working full time at this point, and I just downloaded everything and on the weekends and tried it out, and I would buy stuff and then not really play it. Nova Strike, I don't have any memory of. Battlefield Bad Company, never got into the Battlefield stuff. I guess I probably tried the demo. Quake Wars, I don't even remember how Quake Wars works. Topspin 3 demo, 2K. Monster Madness Grave Danger demo. No idea. Wall-E demo, never saw the movie. But I guess I played the demo. Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, the video game. Now wait, was that... They made in the Narnia movie a full motion one, right? So that must have been related to that. I never saw the movie. Superstars HD still going. Naruto coming on. Oh, Pixel Junk. Man, this is when Capcom was doing all this farm our old stuff, our old series out to the West. Because we don't know how to do HD stuff. We don't know what to do with HD, so just farm out all these licenses of our old properties to Western companies and let them make pretty chunky games with them. Pretty sure that's another one of what this was, like Commando 3. I was just disappointed over and over. I mean, not too much because I didn't really expect much. I kind of knew what the deal was, but just, man, Capcom was just so. But a lot of Japanese developers were not. They were kind of in limbo at that point. Like you notice all these games, very few of them are Japanese games. I mean, Gran Turismo was, working on their stuff. R-Type was probably, published by Sega. Would Taito have been? Wait, it was Taito. Taito was not R-Type. Whoever it was, I don't know. Gosh. Yeah, it was a weird time in video gaming. Lego Indiana Jones, I mean, you got the Lego thing going on here. Facebreaker, EA. Okay, I gotta look up what Facebreaker is. This sounds terrible. Late 2008. Molotov versus Ice. It's a cartoony brawl game. Couch Royale. Boxing. Yeah, it's boxing. Cartoony boxing game. I mean, graphically it looks decent. The action looks really stupid. Desert Punk. That was a video that I bought in SD? Was it? Did they just give some of this stuff away to try to show you how cool video was going to be on your PS3? Okay, that needs to stop. I wouldn't have bought that stuff, would I? I mean, does own mean I do own it, but only in SD? I mean, I own Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? How would I have that on my PS3 now? I actually don't care. Yeah, I think this was free. I think I remember this one being free. I don't really remember. I don't even remember. Wait, is that Will Ferrell playing a writer? Stranger Than Fiction? I don't think I ever watched that. Oh, yeah. Well, so more of this Capcom letting the Western companies just make weird remakes of their stuff. Commando Rearmed. Last Guy demo? That's more them being artsy with stick figures. Sony. Star Wars Force Unleashed. Now, I guess Star Wars games kind of got coolish a little in this period. I don't know. I never actually bought any of them. But I did play the demos. I don't remember what I thought of Soul Calibur 4 demo. I think it must have just fit along with what I thought of Soul Calibur ever since Soul Calibur 2, which was that it got just too weirdly colorful lighting-ish and silly looking. I don't know. Pure was a racing game? I don't remember. Fracture was, I don't remember either. LucasArts. Maybe I do remember. Fracture. What the heck? Four-hour playthrough. It's a third-person shooter? Okay. From LucasArts. It's just a militaristic, grungy, futuristic third-person shooter? That's weird. I guess a lot of these companies didn't know what the heck to do at this point. Mercenaries 2, I don't remember what that is. EA, though. Mega Man 9. Now, did people, was that a good Mega Man? I suspect it wasn't. Because Capcom didn't seem to know what they were doing at this point, did they? Mega Man 9. I don't know anything about Mega Man in general, though. It's the only one I actually owned. Well, I did go back and like buy all the PS1 ones or something, but I never really got into them. But the one I actually owned, thinking I was, going to be all in on this, was Mega Man 2 back on the NES, because I was like, oh my gosh, Dad, look, it looks just like cartoons. The video games have finally done it. Oh, so yeah, 9 was developed by Inti Creates, which is Japanese. Okay. What does that mean? Was that any good, though? Mostly positive reviews. Well, so it was mediocre by Mega Man standards, maybe. I don't know anything about Mega Man. Here's Wipeout HD. I did end up buying Wipeout HD. I thought it seemed cool. I tried to get into it, and I just kind of failed. I ended up just like hating how the vehicles sort of smush into the wall, and there's this very sort of spongy slowdown when you wipe off a wall. It's just, I don't know. Some of the effects were cool, and like there was that mode where it gets gradually faster and faster, and it's just like pulsing color. That was super cool, effects-wise, but I just couldn't hang with the actual racing and driving part. Eternal Sonata, that's like an RPG, right? I don't know. More basketball from 2K. BioShock from 2K. Puzzle Quest. Now, I did buy Puzzle Quest. You see, this is a full game. I played all the way through Puzzle Quest. I got super into Puzzle Quest. Well, not super into it, but I mean, I enjoyed it. And I ended up getting, was the next one the one that was like hexagons or something? Or like Chinese checkers or something, Whatever that was, I got that one too, but I didn't like it as much as the first one. MotorStorm Pacific Rim demo. That's the second MotorStorm, isn't it? That would have been on disc, though. The full version would have been. Map Pack 2. I wonder if I had to pay money for that. For Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution. Valkyria Chronicles I did end up buying. I thought that was pretty neat. I don't think I've gotten into any of them since the first one, though. I did play all the way through the first one. But I guess I kind of felt like that was enough. Artifact Wonder Pack for Civ. I hope I didn't pay for that stuff. Because I sure didn't get my money's worth out of it. I just couldn't hang with it. Alone in the Dark, I just don't get into horror games. I'm actually kind of surprised I downloaded. I have no idea what kind of horror game Alone in the Dark is, though, at this point. Mirror's Edge. I had a lot of people I knew were just really pumped about Mirror's Edge, and it was like this brain-blowing thing for people, that it was, kind of artsily designed visually. And I don't know. I was a little sick of the whole parkour thing at this point, being, parkour being in everything, and so maybe that biased me against it. I don't know. Never have been able to get into Metal Gear Solid, but there it is. Demo, right? Yeah, demo. MGS4. More Civ Revolution add-on. MotoGP. That's Capcom, huh? Okay. Now, this I did buy. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. It was really blurry. That was disappointing. I don't know. That's, yeah. If they today came out with what was the updated one they put out on, was it Switch? Some Nintendo only platform thing? Hyper Super Street Hyper Turbo? Is that what it was? I might still buy that just because it looks like it wasn't blurry, and they had this kind of cool system of how to use custom colors to change your character color, which seemed like a cool thing. Core. Is that more skateboarding? Wow. Wait, Core Episode 7. Sony Interactive Entertainment. Is that a game? Is it a movie? What? Here's a... I think this was a Western-made shmup, wasn't it? Solner X Himmelstürmer. It seemed like a Euro shmup to me. Yeah, developed by German company Cyclist Studios. It's confusing because it's published by a company called East Asia Soft, but yeah. Power Up Forever was kind of a weird one. Was that Western developed as well? I guess I bought that one. It seemed like a cool concept. Developed by Blitz Arcade. Who is Blitz Arcade? Blitz Game Studios. England. Okay. Lord of the Rings Conquest. Oh boy. Oh dear. So I'm up down to 1268. I gotta speed this up. I was kind of surprised it didn't kick me off earlier, but yeah, let's try to go faster. We're getting closer to modern day all the time, so it's getting less interesting though, right? 1268. Yeah, I mean at this point, I think we're in getting towards late 2008. So just about 2 years since the system came out. So, you know, the honeymoon would be pretty much calmed down by this time, and you'd, you know, just be wanting a steady flow of good strong games. Not sure if that's what we were getting. Oh, I think it was probably going all right. I think maybe by this point I was finding that I was not, you know, really that into the main stuff that was coming out. But I was still buying a decent amount of stuff. I was still plunking down money. This is where, yeah, okay. Mahjong Tales, I guess I might have bought that, thinking I could get into some Mahjong. I mean, I was still fascinated with this idea of, you know, downloadable games, and you just have this little game that you just bought. And maybe you could just get super into it, and then I didn't really get into any of them. Same with Magic Wars, although that was another one where I kind of liked the concept and execution and thought I could get into it, and, you know, didn't last me very long. It's just too much of a dilettante. More videos they're giving out, more TV episodes. Now, trying to get us into TV on PlayStation. Fear, I used to work for that company. Not really my style of game, I guess. And I wasn't working there at the time. My team had been bought from the company and moved to Sony, basically. Bejeweled 2, I tried the demo. Resident Evil 5. Now, I would have bought Resident Evil 5, and I played that one a ton. I mean, as far as like actual, like, you know, adventure games where you play through a story mode, maybe that's the major game of that type that I've played through repeatedly, because I played through that a lot. Even though I knew I you know, didn't think the whole white dude rampaging around around Africa shooting black people as zombies was a great idea. But I did like to play the woman with a bow. That was basically what I liked. I liked to have the bow and have her just pulling off amazing hip shots with the bow. Here was Street Fighter 4 coming on. I guess it must have been out at this point, 2009, early 2009. I tried to get into Street Fighter 4, so I was still trying. I was still trying to get into this mainline kind of stuff, you know? Afro Samurai, I tried to get into. Killzone 2, I had no idea about, and it didn't seem that special to me. I think Killzone 2 didn't really go over that well with critics either, but I don't remember. So yeah, I was getting Street Fighter 4 add-ons, Watchmen, Warner Brothers, I don't know. Street Fighter 4 Shuriken Pack, Age of Booty, oh, the laughs from Capcom. Wanted Weapons of Fate, more Street Fighter, Red Baron Arcade, Chronicles of Riddick. I think I did end up getting that. That was actually surprisingly stylish and well done. Kind of like the movies themselves. The Wheelman, though, I did not get into. I never got into this kind of game. Command & Conquer, more Street Fighter, Flock, yeah. The Sonic collection inevitably came out, and I didn't really get, still can't get into Sonic. More Core. Oh yeah, this was like their just cyber magazine thing. Core, Q-O-R-E from Sony. Yeah. Magic Orbs I had some fun with. That was like a block and paddle thing, wasn't it? But kind of set up like an adventure. It was kind of cute. I don't know, more TV shows they're giving us. Red Faction Guerrilla, was that the one of the ones where you could deform the terrain, or that was the promise? I think I enjoyed the demo. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 demo. Now, I did have the Dreamcast game, tried out, but I hadn't played it in ages, and I tried this, and I liked it. I actually liked it more than the original Dreamcast version because it had the widescreen, and I still play that version to this day, so there's a happy ending. April, so that's April 30th, 2009. I first got the demo, and I'm still playing it now. I'm still terrible at it, but I don't know what that... Oh yeah, Puzzle Quest Galactrix, that was the next one. Sci-fi thing, I did play it, didn't like it as much as the original, but it was still alright. Then Pinball, here's where I started trying to get into video pinball. Sometimes more successfully than others. Wow, MotorStorm Pacific Rift is still doing stuff. X-Men Origins Wolverine, what the heck? I wonder if... Because I bought Pacific Rift, so this must have just been when it launched and stuff was coming out. Infamous. Warlord 2, Fight Night, Self Actor, whatever, Heavy Weapon. Bomberman Ultra. Oh man, keep trying those Bombermans. Motorstorm. Geez, a ton of Motorstorm stuff. Ghostbusters, a video game. I don't remember if that was one of the decent things. Namco Museum Essentials. I did end up buying some of that. Oh, Trash Panic. I remember that demo. It was sort of interesting. Fuel, EA, don't particularly remember. Shatter was kind of alright, I think. There's Wipeout HD Fury add-on. That was cool because it like changed the whole icon and splash screen of the game. But that I still couldn't get into it. Crystal Defender, Square Enix, not my kind of thing, as it turns out. Call of Juarez I did have. I did like that. So I guess I had that game. Map pack. Arkham Asylum, I played the demo, thought the Batvision or Detective Vision was a little silly. These Worms games of this period were not to my liking. I had the original Amiga Worms, but Ragdoll Kung Fu, that seemed cheap to me. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 demo. There are 2 demos? Yeah. 198 megabyte one on 4/30/2009. I think I made videos of these comparing them because I was confused. Maybe that was something else. And then one 4 months later. I wonder if that was just with that's 1 megabyte large. I wonder if that was just their way to get eyeballs on it again, or if they like had to fix something. Or maybe they added leaderboards, or who knows? I don't know. Mini ninjas from IDOS. BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. I tried to get into BlazBlue, kind of failed. That would have been on a disc, the main game. Wet Demo? I'm not going to look that up. Now, this TMNT thing is just a demo. I wonder if that was one where they let you unlock. I don't think it was, where they would have let you unlock like the old arcade game. I don't think so. I think that was only PS2. Katamari Forever. I got the first Katamari. That was kind of enough for me forever. It wasn't bad. It was just enough. Star Wars, Clone Wars, Republic Heroes. Fear 2 Reborn. Okay. Sturmovik. Lost Planet 2. What a disappointment. I think that was. If that's the one I'm thinking of. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 still didn't get into those. Punisher No Mercy. No Mercy, don't remember. Wolfenstein. I didn't really get into those. I had a friend or two really liked those. Zombie Apocalypse demo from Konami. Fallout 3. I don't think I got... Did I get Fallout 3? Was that the first one I played? I actually did get into Fallout for a bit. I don't remember if that was Fallout 3. I guess it might have been. Brutal Legend I did not really play. Critter Crunch I did buy and play, and I kind of liked that, but then I kind of got tired of it. I really liked the big 2D graphical style. Thought it was well drawn. No More TV. Trine I sort of liked, but that's about as much as I could get into a platformer, I guess. Pro Evolution Soccer 2010, but as it was called back in 2009, never really been able to get into any of those. Military Bandits Nectaris. I had the PS1, was it, game? But didn't really get into that either. Star Trek DAC, that's a terrible name. Inferno Pool Demo. I remember there being a lot of pool games starting to emerge. There was one I think that was a Dreamcast, or no, a GameCube game. Something, I don't know. MX versus ATV, whatever. Smash Cars, don't remember. Peggle I did kind of like and got into for a while. I think I got Peggle 2 as well, and then I didn't get anywhere soon after I paid for that. Kind of fell off the whole thing. Gravity Crash, don't remember. Bayonetta, I did play all the way through. This was back when Bayonetta was actually on something besides Nintendo stuff. And I thought it was cool. I liked it. It was hip. At least that's how it seemed to me. Fairy Tale Fights, don't remember. Dante's Inferno, yeah. Oh, I remember that. That just seemed bad. Just in every, like, conceptually bad. I don't know. And maybe they don't want you to actually read the book. But I had a long time ago Gran Turismo 5 Time Trial Challenge. So I had bought GT5. Guitar Hero Van Halen demo. Oh, wow. Now, was this have been after the music games were dying? I guess it probably was, to get that specific. Guitar Hero Van Halen demo. I never bought any of those myself. I did, I ended up at friends' houses with groups of friends playing them once in a while. It was all right, but it's like, are we going to do this for the rest of our lives? And then it turned out no. Army of Two, the 40th Day, thanks EA. Puzzle Geddon demo from Tecmo, that's a curious name. Diner Dash demo from Hudson. Now, wait a second. Diner Dash. Was Diner Dash... That's something else. It's not a classic arcade game. I don't know what I was thinking of. Polar Panic, no idea. Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues. Why not? Mad Hazard, Bloodbath. So these were like the tongue-in-cheek things, right? I never really. Dark Void, I think I tried that. Just sounds like the dark void of ideas inside Capcom. Tapa Toy, The Great Tree. Oh, okay. Comic Crash demo. Don't remember at all. Final Fight Night Round 4. I kept downloading those demos. Uno demo. Hey, who doesn't love Uno? Magic Orbs Winter Pack. Still playing Magic Orbs, I guess, in 2010. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Uncharted still pushing it. I don't think I ever bought one. They just seemed a little much to me. Thexter. Now, Thexter was based on an old game, right? Aliens vs. Predator demo, which was funny because I worked on AVP2, the PC game, years prior to this. But, Dynasty Warriors Strike Force. Never really got into any Dynasty Warrior stuff. I tried once in a while, I guess. Fret Nice, I guess they're trying to look like, it's a Tecmo trying to look like those artsy Sony PSP games. Tank Battles. Heavy Rain, oh no, that game was bad. That was a game that tried to take itself way too seriously. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, go Sega. Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares. Was that a paid DLC? I don't remember. I don't remember if I played all of it. Costume packs. I played the heck out of the Mercenaries mode in that, I think. I think it was in that one. I mean, it was in 4 as well, but I think it was 5 that I played a lot of it in. God of War 3 demo. Never super got into God of War. Darksiders never really got into. Digger HD. Oh, so I did download this at the time. Digger HD had this long sort of storied history because Digger was originally it was a Mr. Do clone. Let me look this up because it's kind of interesting. I was actually looking this up because I was desperately trying to find how I could play Mr. Do a couple weeks ago. I really wanted to play Mr. Do. I think I had it. I played Mr. Do on the Commodore 64 as a kid, and I remembered kind of liking it. But the only Mr. Do I could kind of remotely get legally now would be to buy a Super Nintendo and get the Mr. Do on Super Nintendo, which appears to be a pretty good port of the arcade version. Anyway, Digger, from a Canadian developer, similar to Mr. Do. So yeah, it was kind of a Mr. Do clone that came out back in 1984. And this Digger HD was a modern remake, and I would have bought that like a couple weeks ago. I would have bought the full version, except that it's got these annoying, just kind of flashing artificial lighting effects in it. Also, it just doesn't have the bouncy ball in it. In Mr. Do, if you ever seen Mr. Do, if you haven't, it's an adorable old arcade game where you're this clown digging around and getting cherries, basically, digging tunnels, digging up cherries and running away from weird monsters, and you have this power ball that you can throw and it bounces around the tunnels, just all kinds of different directions. It's pretty cool. It's just a fun mechanic to do that. But in Digger, the ball just goes straight. It's like maybe they figured a bouncing ball would be too obvious a ripoff. That must have been why they did that, because there's no good reason to do that otherwise, because that's kind of the whole Mr. Do. Well, Mr. Do also has awesome music, which this did not have. Yeah, I wish Mr. Do would come out like an arcade port. Like if Hamster would bring that out in arcade archives, that would be great. Except, problem is that is a Universal game, the old Universal arcade company, who is now part of Aruze, who is just like a Japanese gambling conglomerate or something, and they just don't care. I think it's a problem. Mr. Do was originally basically a Universal shtick, was sort of copying other companies' successful arcade games. So Mr. Do was originally basically a Dig Dug clone. And I do have Dig Dug to play, so that's something. Just Cause 2, that's Square Enix published. MotoGP, another one. So I remember 8 being on here earlier. MLB 2K10, Resident Evil 5, Desperate Escape, more DLC, Costume Pack 2, Feeding Frenzy, Shipwreck Showdown, don't know. Mega Man 10, they're still trying. Capcom's still going. MLB 10, the show demo. Wait, that's Sony. We just had the 2K one. Now we're going to get an EA one as well. Zen Studios Pinball. Then we get all of these tables. Anarchy Rush Hour. I kind of remember that. That was a driving game that was kind of entertaining, I think. Skate 3 from EA. smbhax from Telltale. I never really got the vibe of what Telltale was trying to do, I guess. I don't know. I'm just a clodhead. Magic Orb is still going with DLC. All right. Afterburner Climax now. I wish I could play that game. The graphics are just way too flashy. I remember kind of being blown away by this at the time. I think I had seen it in GameWorks in Seattle, the actual arcade machine. And it was just kind of amazing how well it converted on PS3. And a friend of mine and I were just always blown away by that. But I just can't actually play it. It blows my retinas up too hard. I'm such a lame-o. Wakeboarding HD from Now that's the same company that did my beloved was that paddle and ball game that I've been playing all this time. Okay, I can't keep going back. I'll forget where I'm at when it kicks me out. Yeah, Magic Orbs. So Zen Pinball's all over here now. Telltale's kicking out all these demos. Split Second from Disney. Mod Nation from Sony. What? Tiger Woods, EA. Rocket Knight demo. Oh, that sounds like probably a Western reboot or something. I don't know, but I have no idea. Iron Man 2. I always think of Iron Man as like a mobile game. I don't really remember how these Sega console ones played. Monsters, I kind of remember that was kind of cute. Oh, here we're into the minis. Interesting. Brain Pipe Mini, Break Quest. Most of these are pretty janky, but Monsters Probably Stole My Princess seemed decent. Pinball Fantasies and Pinball Dreams were old, like Amiga games that I'd actually had back on Amiga anyway. But as a mini, they were kind of blurry and all that. And they probably just hadn't aged well. The original games just wouldn't have aged super well. Just because physics-wise and stuff, they're pretty crusty in a way. They're kind of cute though. Well, occasionally I'm tempted to re-download them. And I think, man, I can't. You don't want to do it. Just stay with the memories. The memories they don't age well. I don't think. But I mean, if I did really want to play a pinball game, these don't have all the light LED flashing effects like actual modern recreations of modern pinball games do, or halfway modern pinball games even. So I guess if I really wanted to play pinball games, I might go get these in some form. Maybe there's a sharper PC versions I could get or something. Hamster Ball. I do not remember from Tick Games. More Pixel Junk Shooter. Oh, it's still going. Planet Mini Golf from Zen. Wow. Tecmo Bowl. I remember that, and I tried to get into it. I was like, yes, this is just what I want, because you could play like old style graphics, like the old NES graphics kind of, but you just can't really recapture that stupid magic you had when you were a little kid and didn't know better and would just run up and down the field with, whoever the superstar player was. Like, what was the guy who ended up running away from the police in the van? Anyway, those were the days. OJ, wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe somebody else. I can't remember anything. I'm terrible. Tales of Monkey Island. Never got back into the Monkey Islands after the original Monkey Island 2. Although this might have had the original pixel version in it. Maybe. Who could have kept track, really? Death Trap Resurrection, don't know. Death's Bank, don't know. Blur, that was a driving game, right? Was that like the last one of those companies put out? And I wanted to get to like it, and I just was a little too over my head. Flower Demo, here's more artsy stuff from Sony, which I still never got into. Zen Pinball, I didn't like any of these original Zen tables, really. There's just no feedback. It's just not anything like actual pinball I want, I guess. Call of Duty, never got into. Earthworm Jim, never really got into. Trine, I was still trying. Scott Pilgrim, this was the beat 'em up, which seemed cool, super pixel arty, and I hated it. And the friend I played it with hated it too. I don't know if we were encouraging each other, but I hated it. I had no idea what Scott Pilgrim was, really, except that it was popular, and that probably made me hate it too. I don't know. But just as a beat 'em, like, it was just messy. It felt really messy. But, it's not going to be a classic Japanese arcade beat 'em up no matter what. So if that's what I was hoping for, of course I would not be happy, I guess. Mafia 2, never understood those really. Tom Clancy, Hawks 2 demo, don't know. Joe Danger, never got into those. Resident Evil Afterlife 3, I don't, what's the theme? Get some Mila Jovovich on your, is it Jovovich or I don't know. Shank demo, I think I played that. And it was, he was trying something. I don't know. More Naruto. I tried to get into some Naruto at some point, but maybe I was fighting uphill because I didn't know the anime at all, and so I was just trying to play them as action games. Was there one on GameCube that I'm thinking of? Or PS2, maybe. I guess this would have been well afterwards. Anyway, well after I had kind of tried and bounced off with something Naruto. Castle Crashers, my Xbox friends, of course, were familiar with this game, and it finally came out on PS3. I think that's how it was. And I didn't really... what was the alien-themed one that the Behemoth had done that was like a Flash game, or actually started as a Flash game, which I had kind of thought was pretty cool at the time. And then I actually tried to play like the full thing, and it didn't last for me. I couldn't last through it. And this felt like more of that, I guess. Vanquish official. See, now I'm confusing this with Haze. Oh no, this was the very, like, sliding at super speed along the ground in your robo suit or something. It was kind of interesting, but it didn't get me to buy it. Ruse demo from Ubisoft, don't know. Sengoku Basara, never got into that stuff. Capcom. FIFA, NBA 2K, Space Invaders, Infinity Gene. Was that a PSP one? There was one on PSP. They never really hit me right, though. Wormsteel Armageddon demo, but that would be still kind of 3D or something, probably. Gaia Seed, that was a PS1 game. So finally a PS1 conversion here on PS3. Blade Kitten, I do not remember. Kung Fu Rider don't remember. And Slave Journey to the West, I vaguely... Maybe NBA Elite 11, thanks EA. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, I do remember this. I think the friend I played it with liked it. Like, is that the one where it's kind of isometric view and kind of zoomed out and you're going through these crazy dungeon-y, tomb-y things, big things with puzzles? I don't know. It's not really my thing, I guess. Swords and Soldiers, Daybreak Games, don't remember. EA Sports MMA demo, oh boy. Pro Evolution Soccer 2011, oh boy. My Sims Sky Heroes demo, what does that even mean? What does that word jumble mean? I don't remember at all. Alien Breed Impact demo. Now, Alien Breed, this probably would have impacted me just seeing this because, of course, Alien Breed was an Amiga game. Team 17 made a bunch of Amiga games back in the day, but I don't remember liking any of their later stuff at all. Castlevania, this is where I never got into the old Castlevania games. I thought, I'll try that. I try all the demos. But I thought it was okay, but not anything worth writing home about. Deadliest Warrior, the game, I don't remember. Dead Space Ignition. Was that one of those weird, like, mini games that was supposed to flesh out the story? Because I did get Dead Space, and I kind of liked that. It kind of did some sort of interesting stuff. Like, I don't really like horror games, but it wasn't really too horror-y. It was more of just an action shooter with a sort of interesting setting. I liked the sort of semi-hardcore space-type setting. Sonic the Hedgehog, Episode 4 Episode 1 demo. What? Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1 demo. I don't know. I can't keep track of Sonic. I have no idea. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. It's more of the Star Wars stuff that I have never followed, but seems like they're doing okay. I don't know. Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage. Costume Quest didn't get into. Zen Pinball, still coming out with those. Dragon Ball, don't know. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, don't really care. Blacklight Tango Down. Tango Down. Imagine in the Forsaken Kingdom. I think I remember that demo. And not really being into that, of course. Aqua Pacific demo, I do not remember. Rock Band 3 demo, oh boy. Split Second demo 2. They are so good they had to have 2 demos. I don't remember. Is that a racing game from Disney? What's happening? Hulu Plus, oh boy. Apache Air Assault from Activision, do not remember. CSI Full Conspiracy, I do not remember. Crescent Pale Mist, I have no idea. 3D Ultra Mini Golf Adventures 2 from Konami, oh wow. Skyfighter to Create, John Daly's Pro Stroke Golf, okay, that's a weird name. So we're late 2010, Vanquish, more Vanquish? I didn't buy that, did I? Did they make a separate demo for another mode? It looks like they did. Wow. Go Sega. Keep trying. Dream Chronicles demo. Pac-Man Championship Edition DX. I was so disappointed by DX Plus. Like, of course, this was another game that came to Xbox first. All my Xbox friends had it. I played it there. It was amazing. The original Championship Edition didn't come out to the PS3 until forever. In fact, I don't think it came out to the PS3 until after DX Plus. And it came out as a mini at first, which was disappointing. The original Championship Edition. But by then, DX Plus had come out, and I'd excitedly gotten that and was just really disappointed. Unlucky, I bought it right away. Yeah, because you're just following a train of ghosts. It was so lame. Arg. More Namco stuff, which I would get. I think I had some control problems with this is the PS3 stuff. I had some control issues with that. But then another version came out in just a regular Namco museum, or was it Pac-Man Museum? I think, which was better control-wise. Funky Lab Rat, maybe remember? Wars and Studios Pinball, and then they got the Marvel license. Oh, now this one I'm still playing to this day, and I didn't play it for a long time. I actually played in a 6-person online. I just jumped in to a 6-person online session of X-Men, just 6 superheroes just rampaging through this beat 'em up. That was crazy. And then I kind of felt like, well, I guess that's about as big as it's going to get. And then I guess I just didn't play it anymore after that until like a couple months ago when I played it through by myself, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a really well done beat 'em up. I need to play this a lot more. So hopefully I'll be doing that. Dead Space 2, I think I was just kind of, it's just like they're just beating a horse that wasn't dead. It was just, I rode this horse. It was a good horse. And now you're making me ride it again for some reason, and you're not really doing anything compelling to won't make me want to do that again. So I guess that's where I left that. Mass Effect I never got into, but here's demo for the second one. I tried, but it's just something. Risk Factions, I don't even remember how that worked. Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. That didn't work on me. Alpha Mission 2. So now we're getting, was this a mini? It doesn't say mini. Huh. So that's just a full-on NEOGEO port of some kind. So actually there are a couple of things I do want to download from the old PS3 NEOGEO stuff. I wonder if this was the NEOGEO station at this point. Because it was M2 who was doing the NEOGEO station ports. Alpha Mission 2, Super Sidekicks, Baseball Stars Professional. Now, Alpha Mission 2 is like a shooter, and that's pretty flashy. I think that already, I mean, most of these probably did come out in the ACA NEOGEO anyway. I didn't realize I got League Bowl. I didn't realize I bought so many of these. Wow, I kind of thought I hadn't. Well, I'm going to download these just in case I want to make a video of them, of course, at least. I think these are the NEOGEO station ones from M2. I don't know what else they would be exactly. Because there were some that were minis that I don't think were M2, but I don't think these don't say minis, so that kind of precludes them from being minis, doesn't it? I thought I had not bought any of these except for the KOFs, more or less. And I was kind of ruining that all these years, and I guess I did have some of them in my massive download list. Microbot, don't know. Ricochet, don't know. Top Gun, don't know. Fairy Legends of Avalon, don't think I remember. Spare Parts, don't know. More Infinity Gene. I guess that's the full game. I guess I bought it. Bulletstorm, I had friends who really liked this. I don't think I really understood it. Trinity's Souls, I didn't understand what Zillow or whatever it was at all. Pac-Man Championship Edition, so that Pac-Man Championship Edition, this was the mini. So this was the only Championship Edition I could finally play on my own machine because I didn't have Xboxes. And that was a little disappointing, so I guess I didn't actually play it that much. And then a fuller version did finally come out in a Pac-Man museum we'll see, and then by that time I don't know, I didn't play that much either. I kept trying to play these EA Tetrises. I think I kind of thought this one was okay. Stacking from THQ Nordic, don't remember. Oh wait, I do remember. That was interesting. Interesting demo. Not interesting enough to buy. I don't remember Tales from Space about a blob. The Undergarden, don't particularly remember. So maybe downloading these logged me back in and it won't time me out now. It'll probably time me out. Back to the Future from Telltale. I forgot about that. Killzone 3, they're still trying. Nailed demo. Was that skateboarding? Deep Silver? I don't know. MotoGP 10/11. What does that mean? You're just demoing two of them now? You're just shoveling them out that fast? Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars doesn't stop. Dragon Age 2. I didn't get into those. More baseball now from Sony. Yakuza 4. So now they're finally bringing Yakuza over, right? Was that the first one that came over? Mind you, I never really got into these, but I did play the demo. Now, I guess known as Like a Dragon. I guess that's what it translates as in it's not called Yakuza in Japanese. It's always been called Ryoga Gotoku in Japanese, and I guess that means like a dragon. That's how they're translating on Wikipedia. So I guess them changing it in the US to being called Like a Dragon is not such heresy, right? What does it say here on Wikipedia? Yeah, they brought it out in the States, but was it the first one they brought to the States? I guess maybe not. They aren't saying it's a big thing. Maybe it's just the first one that came out as a downloadable thing. Sequel to Yakuza. Okay, so did Yakuza 3... Yakuza 3 came out in the States. I don't know anything. Call of Duty... okay. Tough Spin 4 demo. Some more tennis from 2K. So now they call it Top Spin. Or is that Virtua Tennis? Or is that... No, wait, that's not Sega. It's 2K. I don't know. Explodo Demon. Okay, I don't know. Bionic Commando Rearm 2. They made a second one. I blanked that out of my memory. Oh, man. I don't know. More Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12. Gran Turismo 5. Oh, it's just a car. I wonder if I had to pay for that. This is in March 2011. Mortal Kombat demo. Oh, this is a reboot then. Wow. Mortal Kombat's rebooting in 2011. Plants vs. Zombies. I never got into that, but I guess a ton of people did. Slambolt Scrapper. Although maybe that's more a mobile game. I have no idea. I'm too uncool. Hardcore Uprising. So that was like a Contra thing, which just seemed a little off to me. Did I buy it? I guess I bought it, but yeah, I tried, and I paid for it. Another Ghostbusters thing, Sanctum of Slime, I don't remember. WWE All-Stars. Well, I downloaded everything. You don't know Jack? Download that. Chime Super Deluxe. I did like this. I thought that was cool. Didn't they make a sequel? And by that time I was a little over that. But don't remember what Moondiver was. Yeah, Chime Super Deluxe. Really nice presentation. Really smooth gameplay. Kind of like the puzzle concept of it. Russian Attack Expatriate from Konami, and the icon is broken. Well, that's interesting. Dragon's Lair. I own Dragon's Lair on like 3 different things, I think. Did I get the PS4 ones as well? And then I have them on just like discs that'll play in a DVD player or something. Space Ace. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. I never really knew what Might and Magic was. I guess I tried. Dungeon Hunter Alliance. I remember that being a little janky. I guess I bought it though, because that would have been like co-op play, right? Detonation. Infamous. Oh boy, now they're starting Infamous. Eat them demo from Sony. What? More zombie stuff. There's Time Warp. Dragons Lair 2 Time Warp. I got that too. Motorstorm Apocalypse single player demo. So Motorstorm finally came back. I don't think I would have bought this one. Is it? I'm sort of tempted to get a Motorstorm online, but I'm not gonna. If it's still available, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just not. Wow, a Wizardry demo. So I don't remember playing this. I'll look this up on YouTube. I've found myself going back and looking up various Wizardry games in the past year or so, but I've never really played one. Give me the PS3 version. Let me see some video of that. I'm sure this is compelling viewing for people who are listening to me muttering. But, oh, here's some trial gameplay. That's exactly what I would record, so I guess I don't need to. Well, that is... Okay, so your characters are arranged around the left and right side of the screen, just your portraits. And you're slashing at monsters in the middle, and there's various gratuitous slashing effects. And you're in some kind of dungeon or something. And you're walking crustily along a tunnel in single steps. You know, if it didn't have flashing effects, I might be more tempted to try it. El Shaddai, I know some people are super into the style of that game. It seemed a little style over substance to me, but I'm also not really into platformers, so that would be making it difficult. Red Faction, more Red Faction, actually. Beyond Good and Evil, I never understood what the hoo-ha was. Duke Nukem Forever, wow. The demo. Well, kaboom. Gatling Gears demo. Sonic Generations. More Sonic, man. Sega, they kept trying. Sonic Generations. Outland demo. Was that a remake of an old weird 3D game? No, that looks like something else. There's a guy with a sword. It's a platformer? I don't know. Akari Warriors. Oh, that's a mini. Okay. Marvin's Maze mini. This is more SNK stuff, but it's minis now. Athena. Angry Birds mini. I remember I paid a lot of money for, I guess it was a PS3 version of some Angry Birds, and it had a ton of slowdown. I don't think that was this one. It wasn't this one. But yeah, some other Angry Birds will come along and I'll be embarrassed. So Baseball Stars 2. So this is I think this is NEOGEO Station again. Okay, I'm going to download this. I think it's worth just recording these anyway, a little. Because all of these got delisted. If these are the NEOGEO Station ports by M2, they all got delisted pretty soon afterwards, which didn't really make any sense to me. Yeah, they are, because I had KOF 95 on NEOGEO Station. They just all got delisted, man. And they were super good ports. I mean, I compared... Oh no, I backed out. Oh no, that was me. Oh my gosh. I don't remember what number I was on. Let's shoot for somewhere around 1,000. I compared the input delay of the KOF 96 NEOGEO Station PS3 version with what? With some version that I knew had arcade accurate input delay or any other version I could get my hands on, I suppose, but what would it have been? I was just comparing it with the PC KOF 98. Anyway, it had the best input delay. And I think I eventually ended up comparing it with my actual NEOGEO version of KOF 2000. But yeah, anyway, just perfect response on those M2 ports, of course, on PS3. But they all got delisted, so nobody else can get them. Oh yeah, I'm way past this. Well, not way. Okay. So I got that Limbo demo. I didn't understand what the big deal about Limbo was, but again, it's a kind of a platform that's trying to be fancy. Catherine also I never sort of grokked. I'm not cool. Deadliest Warrior, I don't remember. No More Heroes, they're just the latest No More Heroes. Was it 3 just came out on the PS4 store today or something, and it looks bad. I remember seeing maybe hearing some interview with the voice actor for the main character. What's his name? Travis Touchdown or something. And he's just like, yeah, man, it's so cheesy, but people just loved it. And it's just like, it sounds bad. I mean, he just sounds like he's drinking the Kool-Aid in the latest trailer I watched for the new one. It's not even good voice acting. If it ever was, I don't know. Anyway, Galaga Legions, I don't remember. Galaga Legions DX. Warhammer, I never understood in any format. Driver San Francisco. Infamous 2. Now, had I played Infamous? I think I played all the way through Infamous because that came out for free on PS Plus or something, right? Is that how I got it eventually? Madden NFL 12. Body Count demo. Ooh. Hamilton's Great Adventure. Third Strike. Now, I guess I probably bought this at the time. I think I would have. I had the Dreamcast version. I don't know if I had the PS2 version by then. I probably wouldn't have cared that much about having that, though. More Warhammer. More Motorstorm. So I guess I bought Motorstorm Apocalypse. Yeah, so I bought Third Strike. Oh, I bought Capcom. So I hadn't bought Marvel vs. Capcom 2 until this point. So what was that, a year or two had gone by after the demo before I actually bought it? That's weird. Well, I of course had the Dreamcast version all that time of both of these, and I guess I finally decided I would try them on PS3 instead. I don't know. Death's Bank, I don't remember. Ugly Americans, Apocalypse Geddon, I don't remember. More of this new 38th Floor company. Shock Troopers, that's more M2 NEOGEO Station. Four Elements I kind of liked, a sort of puzzle adventure game. Snowy the Bear's Adventures. Marvel, more Zen Pinball, more Zen Studios, Marvel Pinball stuff, more custom Zen Pinball stuff. So this is, oh no, this is just a mini TNK3. Good, because I don't actually like that game. Third Strike unlocks. Blood Rain, it's kind of a platformer I never was able to get into. More God of War. Rugby World Cup from 505. Skydrift demo, don't remember. Supremacy MMA, more 505. From Dust, is that what the heck is that? Ubisoft, I don't remember. FIFA, PES, Red Johnson's Chronicles, don't remember at all. Ace Combat, never got into those, but they look kind of, if I could actually stand to play a jet sim. Renegade Ops from Sega. Sega was publishing so much weird stuff, man, at this point. Aside from all the incessant Sonic stuff. Burnout Crash. What the heck were they doing with Burnout by that time? But I don't know. I never really... I have no idea how Burnout goes. Resident Evil 4. So this is a port of the old Resident Evil 4. Wow. Is this on PS4 now by this time as well? I did play through the GameCube version of Resident Evil 4, I think. Was it GameCube? I think that would have been the one I played through. So I would have played the heck out of Resident Evil 5 by this point. And so then they come out on PS5, 3, and then they come out with 4 on PS3. Yeah, but I guess I bought it. I wouldn't have played it a ton, though. I think I did go back and play some of the Mercenaries mode. Because I'd played so much. I'd gotten into that so far in RE5. Okay, KOF 96. I really like KOF 96. It's, of course, just got too many flashing effects for me to play. But, I mean, like, as far as console ports of KOF 96 go, this is probably still the best one. But of course, all these M2 NEOGEO Station games are delisted and no longer available to purchase. It was weird. I don't think SNK had an immediate replacement for them when they delisted them. It wasn't like ACA NEOGEO was coming out right away when they delisted them or anything. So I don't know what happened exactly. I mean, it's too bad that M2 didn't get to do, full, because basically this is as far as they got, pretty much. And I was very disappointed because they were just finally getting, because they started off with the earliest games, and I was like, when are they going to get to the KOS I really want to play at the time, I thought. But they were working their way up slowly from the oldest games, which in my mind was the absolute worst way to go about it. And then they just stopped. I don't know if they just ran out of gas and weren't selling enough of them, or some kind of licensing thing came up, or if M2 just wanted to do something else, or what. But that was it. I mean, thankfully now we have the, Hamster Corporation did ACA NEOGEO and pretty much did everything. Might not be quite as sharp in terms of like input delay as always as the M2 ones were, but still pretty good actually. I for a while I had a sort of bad opinion of Hamster's stuff, but that has changed since I looked closely at their Darius port, which actually the US version of their Arcade Archives Darius just finally came out today. It's been out in Japan forever. It's a super good port. Better to my mind than the M2 one that came out more recently on PS4 in the Cosmic Collection or whatever it's called. But so finally Arcade Archives Darius came out in the US. You can get it on your PS4. It's really good. If you have any liking for Darius, it's just super good. Really, the sound is if you have like a decent pair of headphones and a good listening area, the music in it is so amazing. I mean, I don't usually get excited about music in video games, but it's just, it really hits you. It's this old arcade game, and the music is just rocking your headphones. Because like each area you get to has wildly different music, and it's just great. Stardrum, I've been wondering about this. I think I have the full version. I do. Oh wow, so it wasn't an actual like unlock thing, they were separate things. So I'm going to download this because I keep wondering about this. I might as well just get it while I'm here. I don't remember what Sideway New York is from Daybreak Games. I don't remember what the Cursed Crusade from Sega is. NBA Jam On Fire Edition from EA. Wow, I was reading about NBA Jam stuff recently. I guess I skipped over this stuff. Euphoria, don't know. Rochard, don't know. Mercury HD, don't know. Resident Evil 4 DLC that I bought. Avatars. I mean, I remember I had fun playing back through Resident Evil 4. I think I did. I think that was good. Another Mini Speedball 2, another sort of old Amiga game on a Mini, and I found that was not another one that did not age well. These Amiga games had not aged well. Street Smart is a NEOGEO game. That's a mini. Didn't really impress me. Treasures of Montezuma is a what do they call those things? A matching thing, you know. 4+4. What do they call those? Anyway, it was all right. Probably still all right. Payday the Heist. I didn't get into. Beat Hazard Ultra. I don't know. See, I mean, if I was really concerned about preservation, I would have to look up and see if there's videos of all these obscure downloadable games or the demos and download them, but I actually don't care enough about those. And then there's games like this, which maybe there aren't enough videos of the PS3 version of Speedball 2, but I didn't like it, and I'm not going to play it again because I don't want to. Dungeon Defenders, that sounds like Tower Defense, which I've never gotten into. Need for Speed the Run, more Need the Speed. Okubo, I have no idea. Real Steel demo from Ukes? What the heck is Real Steel? Is that like a boxing? Robo boxing? I'm looking at a YouTube video as you're probably wondering, why are you watching my stupid video of me talking about watching YouTube? Anyway, yeah, it's some kind of robo boxing. Rocket Bird's Hard-Boiled Chicken Trial. Well, there's a name. They want you to buy that on the strength of their kooky name. I'm not going to download it. smbhax never got into this more Telltale stuff. So Telltale's still going strong. It's late 2011. GT5 stealth model car. I wonder if I had to pay for that, if that was a giveaway. More stuff. GT Academy thing. Still pushing GT5 big time. Resistance 3 single player demo. Still on the Resistances. Akimi Village. Do not remember. Elevator Action Deluxe. You know, a lot of people are into that. Wait a second. Was this a remake or was this... Oh no, that's Elevator Action Returns, right? What the heck is Deluxe? Is it? I can't remember. Yeah, it's 3D. So it's Square doing a remake of a Taito game. Oh, it's weird looking. Why would they do that? More Sonic Generations, episodic, whatever. I have no idea what these were really, aside from some kind of Sonic thing. Zombie Apocalypse from Konami. Never Die Alone. I don't know. Worms Crazy Golf. That was actually kind of fun, and I did buy that. I'm sure there's videos of these all over. Worms Crazy, because it's like mini golf side view. Yeah, there's videos. But that was kind of a fun little game. Oh, Pinballistic. Maybe this was the one I was looking about and thinking about instead of that other one. That's that Create Studios. I think this one actually didn't have a good frame rate or something. Well, I have to see now because now I've got two games and I don't remember which is which. And they're probably both not great, but I want to look at them. 313 megabytes. Oh no. I mean, I could just look up a YouTube video somebody else made. Why am I doing this? Why am I here? Oh well. Can't be long now. I'm going to hit the big mother load of DOA DLC, and then that'll skip me through like 400 plus entries in my download list. See, it's right here. Look at all that DOA. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Pinball Arcade. I did get a lot of Pinball Arcade stuff too. More Zen Pinball stuff even. Ugh. Where's all this GT5 stuff coming from? Okay. Medieval moves Deadman's Quests from Sony? I don't know. Saints Row, wow. Happy Feet 2 game demo. Warner Bros. Cool. Pinballistic made of money? So that's... Oh, is that like a second table or something? Yeah, this is where it did have bad frame rate problems. That's what that was. Okay, forget about that. Yeah, they had these extra tables, but the frame rate was just bad. But I bought this stuff. I bought Crazy Golf, Disney Universe. I don't know. Ratchet and Clank, okay. Rayman, okay. Cinema Now, Best Buy Incorporated, oh no. Little Big Planet 2, never got into Little Big Planet. Red Dead Redemption. I think I eventually got this PS3 full game. Was this Undead Nightmare? Yeah, it was like on sale. Undead Nightmare, and it seemed like a thing. I don't think I played much of it. Victory Road, oh, that's a SNK mini. More minis, Psycho Soldier, Extreme Pinball, that was a PS1 game. I think I actually had that on PS1, or was that one I didn't get on PS1? I got like all the PS1 pinball games I could find back when I was collecting PS1 stuff. Red Dead Redemption, DLC, oh my gosh. I wonder if this all came in that one big zombies pack. Voltron Defender of the Universe demo from THQ, wow. Burger Time World Tour. Oh man, I didn't remember I played the demo of this. I got interested in Burger Time, and of course now there's an excellent arcade port of it in Arcade Archives Burger Time. Burger Time World Tour, unfortunately, is much jankier looking 3D type thing. It's like a rotating circular stage, or I don't know. GoldenEye 007 Reloaded from Activision. Rage demo. Ooh. Winter Stars demo from Deep Silver Sports, I guess. King of Fighters 13 demo. I had KOF 12 on disc, and it was the first KOF that had come out in a long time, and you were kind of wondering if they were going to be able to save themselves, because obviously, with the arcades going out, and well, this was 2011. I mean, SNK had gone bankrupt in 2000. They'd gone through some trials and tribulations and dragged themselves back a couple times. And were they finally going to be able to make like an actual next-gen KOF? And with 12, they had kind of flubbed it. They'd worked on it for a long time to make this high-def 2D game, and they'd blown it. They'd only made it like not even 720p, and it was buggy, and it didn't come out great. And then they made 13, and people actually liked it, I guess. I didn't like it though, because they made the sprites smaller. They scaled them down in the sort of camera view, and they added all these like colored lighting effects and stuff. It did have a ton more. I mean, the 12 had like no single player, almost, just about none. 13 had a ton of single player, but it was really, the story, quote unquote story, was super confusing. There were all these weird new characters that I didn't think were cool. And there were all these really obnoxious bosses that I hated. And all of these bad 2D special effects with just like obscuring kind of blurry stuff that would it's just, man, I still didn't get it, but a bunch of people actually liked 13, so that's good. And I do own it on PS3, but I'm not gonna download it. I've kept myself from downloading it. I don't want to make videos of it. I don't like the way they went with that. More Zen, Marvel Pinball, blah, blah, more SNK Minis. They were really cranking those out. Gran Turismo 5 still going. I don't know how much of this I was buying and how much of it would have been free. I don't know. Trine 2, I guess I bought that. I don't think I ever really played much Trine. I think I got 2 and 3, but I don't think I really got into them. Apple's THQ, don't know. Movie night, Sonic CD demo. Was that a port? Who knows? TNT Racers, don't remember. Learning with the Pooh-Use Episode 2 demo from Lexus Numerique. I have no idea. Ashura's Wrath, I think that was interesting, but I didn't quite get it. Choplifter HD. Oh, I just heard an Arcade Perfect episode about Choplifter. I don't remember if they talked about Choplifter HD. I'm not interested. Crazy Machines Elements. Final Fantasy 13 2. I did not get into any Final Fantasy after playing a little of 11 on PS2. Yeah. Grand Slam Tennis 2 from EA. Oh boy. Wanted Corp demo from Zoo Games. Another 3D Castlevania. Castlevania Harmony of Despair. I mean, I assume it's 3D. I don't know. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. EA. It's a familiar enough name. I have no idea what it means. GT5 DLC. Shadow of the Colossus. Was that the first Shadow of the Colossus? Was that the thing, or was it on PS2? God. No, this must have been a remake, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. I need to look on Wikipedia. Everybody else knows this. I'm just ruining this. Yeah, it was PS2. God Hand, that was another PS2 game. So now I guess they're just cranking out their old PS2 games on PS3. I guess I bought those too. Because they were redoing them in HD. Kind of, I guess. But I never really went into them. Oh, but they're getting back to the Pixel Junk too. The Darkness too. Scary Girl, Square Enix. What the? Bermuda Triangle, Morris and K Minis, Syndicate. Oh yeah, I had Syndicate on Amiga. That's why I got excited for a second, but this was quite different. Oh no, here's the Simpsons arcade game. Yes, so that game early on that was just The Simpsons was not Simpsons the arcade game, right? So it wasn't until 2012 where they actually did like a licensed beat 'em up port arcade game on PS3, which was sort of cool, and I really was hoping this would start the floodgates of the old arcade games of this kind I like just pouring into my console, and it didn't really end up happening that way. And I kind of found I got tired of The Simpsons real fast. Jimmy Johnson's Anything with an Engine from Konami. Okay. Cubix HD. I think I kind of liked that. I did. There's got to be videos of these though, right? I don't need to make one. Like you're rotating a cube in 3D and sort of carving around the various faces of it. Yeah, to carve out spaces. There's a bunch of videos. It's kind of a cool puzzle game. It's kind of like playing kicks on a bunch of different planes at once, I guess. But I don't really feel the need to download it. So I'm on 820. Binary Domain, Sega. I don't remember what they were doing there. Mass Effect 3. Oh my gosh. Hungry Giraffe. That was a hilarious mini. There's got to be videos of this, right? Because if there isn't, I definitely need to make some. I misspelled hungry, but yeah, there's tons of videos. Wait, are there? Are these legit? Yeah. Well, yes. I was on PSP and Vita as well. Yeah, that was hilarious. Good on them. Morris and K Minis. Holy cow. Naruto, more Shank. SSX. Oh my gosh. EA's coming in big. EA Sports FIFA Street. Top Gun Hard Lock demo. What? Okay, 505. Motorstorm RCPS3 demo. RCPS what? Tiger Woods. Oh, the heavy hitters. What are we coming up to here? We're just in March of 2012. Shoot Many Robots from Ubisoft. Okay. SAR Search and Rescue, more SNK stuff. Birds of Steel from Konami. World War One, two, I guess. Rayman 3, Under Siege, Blades of Time from Konami. Konami was doing weird stuff, man, at this point. I mean, I guess now they barely do anything at all, so. Closure, Sack Zero, I Am Alive from Ubisoft. Are You Alive, Ubisoft? Time Machine, Rogue, Warp, EA, Pinball Arcade Trial for Vita. Oh, I didn't have a Vita, so that wasn't accidental. Or was that like a cross download thing? Yeah. Pinball Arcade Demo. Full game unlock because I bought it. Now we're going to have all this Pinball Arcade DLC coming up. Skullgirls Demo, I wasn't able to get into that. It's a fighting game, but I just, yeah. Curry 3, more SNK. Dragon's Dogma Demo. Oh, didn't this get delisted? I guess I wasn't into it enough back in the day, but I keep thinking about it because they tried to do like a fantasy D&D style adventure game, but it didn't quite come off. Did it feel kind of empty, or I don't know. But I think people will like it kind of in a cult sort of way. Like, they tried a thing. I wish they'd do more trying like that. But I mean, I guess these days we got the Souls games or whatever. I don't know. Ninja Gaiden 3, Walking Dead Telltale still going. Awesome Knots Demo, Dirt Showdown EA, Floating Cloud God Saves the Pilgrims. I remember that name, but nothing else. That's a mini. Spec Ops The Line, that's a gun shooty game from 2K, is it? Oh, more Batman. Rock of Ages, I do remember that because that was Sega. That was a weird giant pinball crushing armies thing or something. Was that the one with voice? No, I'm thinking of a different game that had voice command, but I think that was still a pinball thing crushing stuff. I don't know. Sonic, oh my gosh, Sega. Journey, a broken icon for Journey demo from Sony, a broken icon. Hilarious. Is this delisted then? Dungeons and Dragons Daggerdale. This must have been some 3D thing. Mad Riders full game unlock. Ubisoft, Pure Chess, Ripstone. I think I bought this. Yeah. That's an unlock. It had nice graphics, but I couldn't just sit down and play chess, it turned out. Yeah, it had really nice chess packs. Bang Bang Racing. Zen Marvel. Wizards of the Coast. I was just wondering about Magic of the Gathering games. And there is one that I could play on something that seems to have like a single player component, but then I realized I didn't really want to. Uprising demo, Ubisoft. Ubisoft was doing wild stuff at this period. Gran Turismo 5, DLC, Pinball Arcade, Trial. Yeah, here we go. All these Pinball Arcade tables. Summer Stars, another? Oh, that was Winter Stars, so now we're on Summer Stars. This is Deep Silver stuff. Bellatorium, new 38th floor. Quantum Conundrum demo. Square is publishing weird stuff. Actually, Square still is publishing weird stuff even now. Dyad, I remember that. Wait a second. What the heck was Dyad anyway? Downloadable game for PS3. Okay, tell me Wikipedia. Linux version planned for a later release. Canadian studio, right square bracket, left square bracket. Yeah, what is it? Tunnel racing puzzle shooting game. Won an Indie Award. Okay, well. Foosball. Hey, Frogger Hyper Arcade Edition. I think somebody was talking about this in an Arcade Perfect episode again. Konami at Digital Entertainment. Frogger Hyper Arcade Edition. I mean, I never really got into Frogger. Okay, I gotta look up a YouTube. Frogger Hyper Arcade Edition. This is just the best video to watch of me talking about looking up other videos. Oh, that's like, it's like angled on a 3D projection. Ugh. Oh no. That's not how more pure chess. Wizorb I kind of liked. That's a ball and paddle game, like a styled like a Dungeons and Dragons adventure. There's got to be tons of videos of that, right? I don't need to make one. Yeah, there's a lot of videos. Save the Townsfolk. They're old videos. Well, there's one from 5 years ago. It's probably got some flashing effects now. Anyway, I used to be sort of enamored with ball and paddle games, but I finally realized I can't. I don't have the patience. Gang Wars from SNK. Gang Wars. What? Which one is Gang Wars? Is that that's got to be a pre-Neo Geo game, right? Oh no, maybe not. 1989 Gang Wars, well, yeah. Wait, what? Why hasn't this been ported to anything else? This is a beat 'em up. (1989) 2D beat 'em up, developed by Alpha Denshi. Oh, it's not. It's published by SNK. Probably pretty janky. Jeez. Well, I'm gonna try it. 13 megabytes. How can you go wrong? All right, then what the heck is Time Soldiers? That is Alpha Denshi again. It's a top-down thing. Flashing effects. Pretty brown graphics. All right, I don't care about that one. Wait, did I get that one? Oh, well, maybe. Crunchyroll. Transformers Hall of Cybertron. I think that one had pretty good graphics if you're into that. Well, there's King of Fighters 13. I did buy it. YouTube. Papa and Yo, dear. Chopper 1 for a mini. Man, I don't remember these. Chopper 1? Chopper I? What is it? Some kind of old shmup. Yeah, it's an old shmup. It actually looks okay. Dang. I mean, it's going to be blurry as heck as a mini. Shoot. I wonder if these are still listed. Wait, so what am I up to here? $7.49. Oh man, what are these? Okay, I know what Akari 3 the Rescue is. I know what SAR Search and Rescue is. A lot of those came out in like the SNK 40th anniversary collection or whatever on PS4. Touchdown Fever. Maybe I don't have that on anything. I was looking at that the other day. Bermuda Triangle, that sounds like a shmup. Sort of hard to read icon. Prehistoric Isle I know is a shmup. Pal I know. Psycho Soldier I know. Victory Road I know. That's Ikari Warriors 2. They just hit a streak of weird Street Smart. Is that a beat 'em up too? Did I already download that one? Oh my gosh, I can't be looping back on myself. Anyway, just gonna get it. It's tiny. Yeah, I mean, the problem with minis is they're all really low resolution, of course. Alright, that's probably looping back enough. Tank 3. Shock Troopers. That was a... Okay, now we're not even on minis at the moment. Marvin's Maze, I remember that. There's Ikari Warriors, but of course there's better versions of that out by now. Okay, I think that's far enough. Oh, that's NEOGEO Station. Alright, back to... Jeez, I came all the way back down from 749. Halfway through the list. Almost. I mean, in effect, we're way past halfway because of the DOA factor we're going to get into. Did I already get this one? I probably did. Dragon's Dogma Adventure demo? Is that a second demo? I'm just going to download this again. It's going to suck. I mean, it's going to suck that I downloaded it twice because that'll probably break my PS3 or something. Oh, I was thinking about downloading this. It's the demo, and I never bought the full version. I bought the full version of like all the other Capcom fighting games, but I didn't pull the trigger on this one, and of course it got delisted. Which it had never occurred to me would actually happen. I was sort of kicking myself over that for years. I mean, I realized that it wasn't really my type of game, fighting game anyway, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just record some quick thing about the demo and look dumb. Sleeping Dogs, Square Enix, Hydra Dungeon Twister demo, Hydra Vision, what? I don't know what that is. It's an interesting name. Dungeon Twister. Oh, it's some kind of puzzle looking thing. Rock Band Blitz, they're still trying. Zen Pinball 2. Pinball Arcade, PS Vita, okay. Rainbow Moon, okay. Sand Pinball, okay. Wow, look at this delisted Avengers V tables. Sand Pinball, I mean, I figure when the icon's gone, they're delisted. I don't know. It's just weird. Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to go real fast because it's going to be tons of pinball DLC. And Double Dragon Neon. I want to replay that game, but it's too flashy and I can't. I mean, there's an example of a Western, farming out a beloved old Japanese series to a Western developer in these weird PS3 times, but I actually kind of liked it, but it's way too flashy and I can't play it now. I'd get a migraine probably. F1, EA, full unlock for Neo Geo or Double Dragon Neon, because I did buy it. Damage, what? I don't know. Mad Catz Games, what? It's the whole world gone. Resident Evil 6, I did not buy it. The demo felt real bad to me. After 5, I played 5 so much, and 6 felt like a huge letdown somehow. Suma's Revenge, I don't remember what that was. More pinball. Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, I would have bought that. And I wish I could play the Gems. What's the Gems versus game in there? Because I like that being a one-on-one. I like some of those kooky characters one-on-one, but it's too flashy too. Now for my old eyeballs, because I suck. Hell yeah, Wrath of the Dead Rabbit demo. Sega, what are you doing to me? Starhawk from Sony. Single player campaign. That sounds boring. Realms of Ancient War from Focus Home Entertainment. Jet Set Radio demo. I guess I forgot they came out with this on PS3. I had it on Dreamcast, of course. And I never really understood. I mean, I tried playing it on Dreamcast. I played it for a while, and then it just felt like I immediately, when I played it, I was like, why can't I do tricks and stuff? Like, I thought that's what it was going to be. But it wasn't that, and I didn't really get it ever. Sonic Adventure 2 demo, oh no. 666, Joe Danger 2, the movie demo. The movie, the game, I don't know. Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise Town, no. Retro City Rampage, oh no, this is where we're getting into really ghetto indie stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. Warlords demo. Oh. XCOM Enemy Unknown. People like this one, right? I played XCOM back on Amiga. It ran slow as heck. Pure Chess. More Pure Chess. Jeopardy. Wheel of Fortune. More pinball. Pinball. Sports Champions from Sony. What? More pinball. Disney Epic Mickey. Don't even know what that was. PID demo. Don't know. Planets Under Attack. Don't know. F1 EA. Okay. More pinball. Pinball. Sign more. What would that have been though? I don't know. I feel like I should know what that means, and I feel uncultured. Marvel Pinball from Zen. Doom Classic Complete, which I would have bought, of course, and then not played. Because I had already played a ton of Doom in my life, and I don't know. I should have, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I played a little. The Devil May Cry reboot, which I did not get into. Zen Pinball 2. Rotastic. That was another of those funky puzzle games I wanted to like. I hoped I would like. Oh. Yeah, I remember that. It was pretty janky. Nino Cooney, I didn't get into Little Big Planet. Guardians of Middle Earth. Oh, that's that. Yeah. That's kind of a MOBA thing or whatever the kids call them. GT5 still going. Guilty Accent Core Plus, which I did end up buying. Mix Superstar. Music thing. Black Knight Sword demo? What's the... Black Knight Sword? What the heck is Black Knight Sword? Puppet show? Well, I was not expecting... Okay, I have no idea. Zombie Driver HD, When Vikings Attack from Sony? What? Unfinished Swan from Sony? Soundshade from Sony? Karateka? Oh yeah, that was disappointing. Dogfight. Cabela's Dangerous Hunt. Jetpack Joyride. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. Oh my gosh, Sonic. Angry Birds Trilogy. Was this the one that was expensive? No. I think it was like the space one that was expensive. I don't know. I was buying Angry Birds on PS3 and my friend was making fun of me, and rightly so. I couldn't say he was wrong. And I didn't really play much beyond the first one on my phone for free anyway, so yeah. The Cave from Sega. Sega, what are you doing still? Metal Gear Rising Revenge. Okay. Mad Dog McCree. Oh, wasn't that a... Yeah. Dead Space 3 still didn't get. Gran Turismo 5 still. More pinball. American Mensa Academy from Square Enix. What? Bentley's Hardback from Sony. What? Big Sky Infinity. I don't know. Page. I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh. Pinball Arcade. Capcom Arcade Cabinet. I did get this Capcom arcade cabinet stuff, some of it, a little of it. I liked a little of it, but I maybe I'm a little embarrassed that I couldn't get back into some of those arcade games I actually had played as a kid. Angry Birds Trilogy, Army of Two, Darkstalkers Resurrection I did buy. A few lower dose, no. Ninja Gaiden never got into. Pinball Arcade, Dollar Dash, don't know. Pinball Arcade, I was buying all this Pinball Arcade stuff. Amen demo, okay, I see what you did there, Namco Bandai. I mean, I see that part of it. Injustice Gods Among Us, I ended up getting for free, right, in PS Plus. Terraria, didn't understand the appeal. Ion Assault, vaguely. Mad Dog 2, wow, so these are those, the FMV games, right? Sacred Citadel, Capcom Arcade Cabinet, God Mode. Oh no, from Sega. Sega, stop. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, trying to be cool. Poker Night 2, Urban Trial, Pinball Arcade. I mean, if there was as much trash that had been coming out on PS3 on a weekly basis as there is on PS4, this list would be ridiculous, except I guess these days nobody puts out demos anymore, so it wouldn't be, because, yeah, there's no demos anymore. We're in mid-2013. Pinball Arcade is all over my list. Fuse... See, I confuse that with Haze and whatever that other one was. It's all these stupid one-word name sci-fi shooter things or something. Thanks, EA. Resident Evil Revelations. So, I didn't know what this was at the time. I ended up super getting into Revelations 2. But I had no idea what this one was. I guess I played the demo, but it didn't succeed in piercing my thick skull. But I don't think I would have liked this one. Anyway, but 2, yeah. Call of War as Gunslinger. I don't think I got into this second one. Tiny Token Empire. I don't know. Wolfenstein 3D. I did not. Was that a reboot? Was that the original? 40 megabytes. I guess it was. Wow, I didn't remember that came out on PS3. Jeez. That's too flashy for me to play now, but wow. Mountain Crime Requital, don't know. Tekken Revolution. This is when, so late in the PS3's life, all the fighting game companies, or a lot of them, tried to start doing, or 3D ones, tried to start doing these, like, online, downloadable only things. Like, they were all going to survive on some kind of online DLC something for the fighting games, and they were free to play, and you could play like a few characters or something, and they all tried it. It was hilarious. We'll see. Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. So these Dungeons and Dragons licensed beat 'em ups finally came out. You know, remember that this is Capcom. I mean, that Konami Simpsons one had come out. Now we got a Capcom license thing coming out. I was, still stoked this is going to happen. It's going to be all the arcade games coming in. And I ended up not really getting into these, unfortunately for me, sort of stupidly, but that's the way it goes. Gianna Sisters, I never understood. More Dungeons and Dragons, Spartacus Legends, Ubisoft, Pinball Arcade, GT Academy. Was that DLC for GT5? Man, I don't know, the GT Academy stuff, who knows? SNK, Capcom vs. SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001. Oh, this was just a PS2 port. But maybe the last time they did a Capcom vs. from Sony? I guess that's because it's a PS2 port. Huh. I mean, if they would bring this to PS4 with, like, some kind of net play, people would be stoked. But that's not going to happen, obviously. Xenoclash 2 from Sega. Sega, why? Last Bounty Hunter from Digital Leisure. Is that another FMV game? Narco Tarot from... I can't speak. Dragon's Crown. I did buy Dragon's Crown. Kind of ended up getting tired of it and not quite feeling like it was what I would have hoped. Because it's not really an old style beat 'em up. It's just not. It has weird controls too, and I was trying to play it on an arcade stick, which was silly because you like need a third hand. Mars Warlogs, what? Rayman, more Rayman. Sniper Ghost, okay. Spelunky, I tried Spelunkies because I don't know, I couldn't do those. Pinball Arcade, Dead or Alive, oh no, here we go with, so I got the Core Fighters Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, and then I guess that you'll see what happens. Chaos Code, that was a kind of janky fighting game. The Castle Illusion Starry Mickey Mouse demo, was that like a 3D remake? It looks like it, or something. Trophy Hunter 2, why would I download that demo? Why? Oh no, Kickbeat demo, Diablo 3 demo, But I don't think I ever really played it. I don't think I bought it. I mean, the full version. I'd played Diablo 2 a bunch with friends. We'd landed up and all that stuff. I think had we done LAN for Diablo 1? I don't know if we got LANs together for Diablo 1, but we did for 2 on PC. Sanctum 2, don't remember. More pinball. Girl Fight demo, oh boy. Pinball Arcade. Atomic Ninjas, don't know. Battle of the Tiles, don't know. Bimbo Soft. Orc Attack, Flatulent, oh no. Yeah, we're getting into finally we're getting real ghetto downloadable games. The dream has arrived. Beyond Two Souls from Sony. Flashback. I thought I was going to be excited again. Amiga stuff is coming back. And I just ended up not. But I never really got into Flashback. I did like the style of, what was the previous game in the series? Whatever it was super stylish, but I never really played Flashback, which I felt like was a sequel, but somehow a lot less stylish, and I didn't understand why in my tender years. Pacific Rim, I enjoyed the movie. The Wolf Among Us, Telltale still going. Zen Pinball, Alien Rage, I don't remember. Pinball, Castlevania 3D game still going. Castle Storm Complete. I don't, from Zen. Oh. What were they doing then? Was it ball physics of some kind? Final Exam demo, what? Grid 2, EA, 505 Games doing something. Pinball Arcade. Oh my gosh. Another World. Oh, that was the prequel, although it had 2 names. I forget what the other name is. But yeah, and I never really played this either, but I was excited when it came out, but then I, of course, never really played it. And I kind of liked Thomas Was Alone, never really played it. Maybe I didn't realize then that we would be flooded with geometry shapes platformers forever after this, and so I had enabled this to happen, and now I'm to blame. But this was like fully voiced, and it was interesting, and then I realized I started some horrible trends in gaming by supporting that. Darkstalkers full unlock finally. Soul Calibur. So here's the Soul Calibur free to play, whatever the heck, you know. Tekken, Soul Calibur. I'm trying it. Marvel vs. Capcom Origins. I finally bought that. Dead or Alive 5 full version, 5 Ultimate full version unlock. Because before Ultimate there was a different one. I think I had whatever was before Ultimate. Maybe. No, I couldn't have though. Yeah, last round. Was last round before or after? It must have been before, so I was going back and buying these older. I bought all the DLC, basically all the costumes. Because you could play random. You could play random characters, random costumes against the CPU. And I thought that was a nice option. And yeah, a lot of them were, scantily clad, I guess. Sigh. Third Strike. I'm still getting Third Strike DLC. Wow. This is in beginning of 2015. Oh, what is this? Why did I get something for Championship Edition DX? I'm getting skins? What am I doing? What happened here? I must have fired it up and was this stuff free? Oh yeah, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. Gotta get all that stuff. So I bought all the DLC customization packs. They weren't expensive, really. I mean, it was good game. Still playing that one. Okay, Dead or Alive 5. Well, so this goes on for a while. So we're at 432. This will take us down to just about the end, with a few things scattered here and there. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a thing that happened in my life to me. Just playing my random DOA matches, and I eventually realized that I did not like the three things. Did not like the camera. The camera was floaty and eventually started making me motion sick. Did not like the counter system eventually. It's just like I had a friend who was super good at it, and I was super embarrassed that I sucked at it. Like, he didn't even play fighting games, except he would play this one with me once in a while. And he was just like intuitively good at the countering, and I was not. And it's just, it's too complicated. Counter systems are just too complicated for me in any fighting game, basically. So that got annoying because you have to be countering constantly in DOA, at least in 5. And camera countering, what was the third thing? Was it just this, the TNA, or I think I had something actually specific to the gameplay, but now I can't remember. Was it supers? Was it the whole triangle system? No, that's just because of the counters. I don't remember what it was. Virtua Fighter 2, that's a really solid port. I'm terrible at it, and it's just, I find it incredibly hard to play. Just like inputs just get swallowed like into black holes. Hyper Void, I don't really remember. More DOA. Double Dragon Neon Avatar, wow. Jet Set Radio Gumap, okay. More VF5 Final Showdown. This game is still, man, Sega messed up with Ultimate Showdown. But there was never really a chance they were going to make another real Virtua Fighter, I guess. Okay, so Pac-Man Museum on PS3 finally arrives. It has better controls for Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man in particular, and they were still bringing Miss Pac-Man out, Namco, back in that time. So wait, this has been rebranded. So all this stuff got delisted, and one story of why this stuff got delisted was because it had been packaged under the old brand name, because now they're Bandai Namco, but at some point they had been Namco Bandai Entertainment, and before that they had been, or maybe they were, or something. Then before that they had been like Namco Bandai something else, and I don't know, but I don't know. Anyway, Pac-Man Museum Plus is out now on PS4, and that's cool and all. It's got even better control for Pac games and stuff than this PS3 version does, and it runs in high resolution, but no Miss Pac-Man anymore. Mobile Light Force was one of those hardcore vertical Japanese shooting games, shmups, on PS1, published in the States under this weird name, and they brought it eventually, the PS1 version, to the PS3, which was sort of funny as well, and I guess that's why I bought it. I mean, I had the original Japanese version. Did that come out on Japanese PS2, or even, yeah, I'm thinking of a sequel to it. I don't know. Anyway, Curses and Chaos was kind of cute. Ultimately, I guess I kind of ran out of how far I could get in it. Aqua Kitty's pretty fun. Kind of a horizontal shooter adventure thing. Don't really feel the need to play through it again. Okay, DOA. Supposed to move forward. Whoa. I didn't remember I had this. I didn't remember this came out on PS1 on PS3. This is the PS1 version, I'm guessing. I didn't remember I bought this. Let's download it. I had Bust a Move 4. That was on Dreamcast, right? But the Dreamcast version was like a Windows CE. So I've been looking at this recently, sort of thinking, should I try to get these on something or some version of Bust a Move? Totally forgot I bought this. I totally forgot the PS1 version was on PS3. Oh my gosh. Well, I found some stuff going back through 1,420 entries in my download list. Yeah, the Dreamcast, whatever Bust a Move it was on Dreamcast, I was super impressed by the presentation of the story mode and the different routes you could go, and just the 2D artwork and sprites and graphics and characters. But it was one of those Windows CE games, one of those Windows CE ports on Dreamcast that just ran just so bad. Just Windows CE was a bad idea for Dreamcast. It was horrible. Thanks, Microsoft. Okay, don't back out. Well, I'm right at the top of the list. They're still doing these episodic Sonic Adventure. Oh, it's a theme. Okay. Yeah, these were scummy, super janky demos, which I kind of thought were funny. Did I actually buy this? Was it? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I did buy Sparkle. I still kind of like those, actually. I'm not going to record them or go back and play them. That was in 2016 I bought those or downloaded those. Was this not on my download list earlier? I totally forgot. This is a NEOGEO Station by M2 conversion. This is just the PS1 version. This is PS1. This is... What the heck was this? This was PS2 version, yeah. I was playing the regular PS2 version of that fairly recently. I need to record the PS3 on PS2 on PS3 version. Okay, KOF 13. I was buying avatars in 2016. Here's more Capcom arcade cabinet. I want to like Gunsmoke. I'm just not good at it. Last Played 2 theme. Last Played 2 on PS3. What was this? It doesn't look like a NEOGEO Station version. I don't remember what this would have been. It's in the same... Well, is it in the same time period? What the heck is it? It doesn't say game like those other ones did. No, it was too late. They were only doing earlier games, earlier NEOGEO games before they ended the NEOGEO Station. Like, what the heck is this? This is probably just a PS1 port. But they came out with a theme for it on PS2 or on PS3? Holy cripes. Well, I'm just going to download this stuff, I guess. That was fast. Yeah, and then I'll find out what the heck this is exactly. I mean, what the heck version it is. I mean, I have the PS4 version. I had several Dreamcast versions back in the day. I do have a PS1 Japanese version of, I think, Last Blade 1 and 2. I don't know, man. And of course, there's ACA NEOGEO versions, but I can't play it. The Last Blade games are super flashy, actually, except the first one isn't that flashy, if I remember correctly. But I ended up not super being into it. Guilty Gear Exard character colors. Oh my gosh. They're still trying to sell me on powers, or they were trying to sell us all on powers. TV show. Way to go with that. Well, this makes it easy to get through the last of my list. Guilty Revelator character colors. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, this would have been crossed by with PS4. I think. Super Street Fighter 4. Oh, these cute little, yeah. Yeah, those are cool. I mean, I still use the Balrog one as my current avatar. I got all these crazy ones, man. Cody, Viper. Look at the Blanca one. There you go. Oh, the Akuma one's cool looking. Oh no, I used the Dudley one. That's right. Boy. Because Dudley's so stylish and well groomed. Resogun. Man, they're really trying to sell me on Resogun. Here's another. What? Were these cross-buy with PS4? Is that what it was? Is this PSP? What? I don't know, man. I guess I'll find out shortly. Because this was not on, unless it's a PS2 version, but it's not enough megabytes for a PS2 version. I don't think. Because I did have the PS2 version from the Japanese PlayStation 3 store. Nuclear Throne, I like. That might have been cross-buy on PS4 as well. Actually, I think most of these are, is what this is going on here. I forgot these were on PS3 as well. Yeah, this is all cross-buy stuff. Oh, this was an interesting collection. I was thinking about this one. I was pretty sure I'd bought it. I didn't remember it was that late, but I guess I just read about it being that late, didn't I? Because it's black. It's Black Tiger. Is that what it's called? And Final Fight. Oh, Streets of Rage 2. So I don't want to play through Streets of Rage. I don't really like Streets of Rage. I know a lot of people do, but I don't really. Yeah, so this was cross-buy. So these were just, these were the PS4 versions by Code Mystics. I forgot those were, are those on PS3 or, I'm still confused. Oh, there's no included theme that I can download for the KOF 97. Third Strike, I was still getting, in 2019, I went back and got some DLC. Fighting Vipers, I went back and got, that turned out to be not my favorite thing. I went back and got into Tekken. You know, I had fun with that. I re-downloaded, well, I bought Darkstalkers 1 on PS1 recently. I got re-downloaded Darkstalkers 3 on PS1. Did I have to re-buy this? Oh, that's the PS1 version. Oh. And I bought, yeah, so this was all recent purchases. So I made it to the top of the list. Who would have thought it? 1,420 download list entries. We did it. So what kind of mess do I have out here? Lots of SNK stuff. So I don't have 2 of the next space. Here's that demo I never bought the full version of from Capcom. Busted Move 4, that's got to be the PS1 version. Because that's the PS1 case cover, right? Or manual art or whatever the heck you would call it. Man, I want. Have you seen the box art for the FM Towns? It would have been called Bust a Move. Bubble, Puzzle Bobble, whatever the heck it was. Bubble Bobble, maybe it was. Anyway, look up FM Towns Bubble Bobble box art or something. Anyway, it's basically a photo of a ceramic bub figure, and it's super cute. There's like bubbles, like actual, soap bubbles on it. And so I hate how I could swear the PS3 used to delete stuff after it installed it, but now it like leaves it there. Right? Am I going crazy? Wait, did it install it? What? PS3, what are you doing to me? Is it down here? Oh my. There it is. So yeah, that's the PS1 version. I knew that. But what is this? Okay, let me go delete this thing that you did not delete for me. Oh no. I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller, so maybe I don't even have the right buttons here. Oh, triangle. I mean, I could get like the, wait, no. I was going to say I could get the NEOGEO, the ACA NEOGEO Bust a Move, but that's only 1 and 2, right? Which might be better for all I remember. I don't know. Oh man.
While invited to come again, as the year flew by full of excitement, now declare the opening of a special tape tournament begins. In 1996.
Oh, it's so good. I can't really play 96 because it's too flashy, but I'll record something. This looks so janky. But, this was basically a launch title for PS3. And there's like only one other video of it, so I guess I'll do something. Okay, so what is this? What is this? I know what these all are. I know what these are, kind of. I'm confused. Oh no, this is the janky bad frame rate. They don't, and I'm hitting start instead of... Okay, I'm going to look up video. I'm not 100% sure. Pinball stick with a K. Arg. Yeah. Yeah, Create Studios did some cute stuff, but their frame rates could be bad, and for this it was real bad. So I was confusing it with Stardrome, which may or may not be worth taking a look at. And I just want to hear music from these things. Oh, there's too many. Well, I'm going to record something with all these NEOGEO Station things because they're delisted games, man. And, so, okay, so what are these? Which one came out first? It must have been Last Blade 2 that came out first. I could have that wrong. Oh, it is. Ah, so these are the Vita versions that came when you bought the PS4 versions. Right. So these are, yeah, totally different things. Get out of here. Well, that solves that problem, but I think I got a theme out of it. Gosh dang it. I'm so bad at managing this stuff. Okay. This will be sort of interesting. Did it actually give me a PS3 version of that? It didn't. Oh, well that's... dang it, what? Oh. Did I download it? I'm sure I did. Oh. I'm gonna go double check that. It's not here, right? What? All this cross-buy or Vita stuff or whatever. So there's a theme. Is this like a PSP theme or is it a PS4 theme? What? Did it not even download? Is that why it blinked out so fast and I thought it had finished? Powers. Nobody wants to see Powers, for heck's sake. I guess these are PSP or Vita things or whatever. Are they even just disappearing? Are they just taking up unregistered space on my PS3's? What? They're just disappearing. It's just not even downloading them because it knows they're Vita. It doesn't bother labeling them as such. Well, that's great. Well, I have nothing else to do here at the moment at this end of this video except, I suppose, I could install some of these and see if they play music. Specifically these NEOGEO ones, which probably play loud music, which is good. And they're tiny. Did it actually delete? Oh man. See, now it says NEOGEO Station. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah, it was too bad M2 didn't just do all the NEOGEO stuff. But I guess Hamster's okay. They do good stuff too. So yeah, now it's cleaning up. PS3. I'll never understand you. That seems like a very small loop. I don't know. Is that just how the song normally goes? Well, we can try these other non-fighting game ones. They probably won't have quite as cool music. See, it is cleaning these up. Good. I guess it just had too much on its hands before. It's downloading at the same time or something. Oh, yeah. I did replay this in the ACA NEOGEO version. I think I have a video playing it through co-op. Maybe. Maybe that's the sequel. I don't know. I think these even run at 1080p on the PS3. Because M2 was good. M2 still is good. Man, I love that artwork. I think that Shinkiro in an old, simpler style. So solid. And League Bowling. Is that cool spot? Sure as heck looks like cool spot.
Great shot.
Oh my god.
Hey, let's go.
That is really 90s. So there's some NEOGEO Station stuff. Dredged out of the delisted games. Oh. I'm not any good at these Baseball Stars games, but they're pretty cute. Even as they just run home runs off me. That's a heck of a little wallpaper there. Well, I guess that's about all for now. I'll be having to make little videos of some of this stuff. Yeah, I mean, KOF 96 would be one of my favorite KOFs. If I could, if my eyeballs could take the flashing, I'd be playing KOF 97 a bunch too. I guess I might play the PS4 version of that. But yeah, KOF 97 is where it reached the absolute apex of eye-gougingly horrific flashing. That's where, well, yeah, because the next year, well, there was the, there was that episode of Pokemon in Japan that gave all those kids seizures. 300 kids got seizures because it flashed a sequence of red and blue flashes on the TV for a while. And then SNK put an option to turn off flashing effects in KOF, in the next KOF, which was 98. And they toned down some of that flashiness in general. But yeah, 96 it was getting pretty bad. 97 it was super bad. So yeah. Wait, what? Oh, right. So I got some stuff to make some recording with. That'll be fun. I had totally forgotten about this pre-NEOGEO SNK beat 'em up and some of these shmups. This sports game, for Pete's sake. I think Street Smart is a... Well, we'll find out. Okay, well, I got a bunch of stuff on my PS3 now, so that was worth going through. 1,420 items in my download list, right? It wasn't that bad. It actually went faster than I thought it would. I kind of thought I might end up downloading a bunch of garbage, and I guess I'm glad I didn't. I only downloaded a little garbage. Okay, that's it for now. If you watched all this, you're a hero of mine, and I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm doing. And but I will have to make some sort of episodes out of some of this stuff. They'll pretty much be short, probably for the most part, but who knows? Because, well, a lot of these I just can't, my eyeballs just can't take for long periods at all. But anyway, I don't know if these minis got delisted per se. Well, let's go see if you can find, how do I get to the store? Please tell me. Can you find minis in the store these days? I doubt it. At least not the SNK ones. Wow. It actually toggles the resolution. Toggles the resolution just going into the store. Well, great. So hopefully the recording is still working. Silly PS3. What if I just do minis? Is that... That's not going to work, is it? Minis bundle. No. And there's no, like... maybe I should do singular mini, but I don't think I really saw anything likely to come up there. I love how laggy everything is here. I actually don't. Oh. Okay, Little Big Planet. Jeez. Oh my gosh. No. If I look in games, is there like a... arcade? Oh. Well, that worked. So Prehistoric Isle is I think a NEOGEO shooter. Let me check on that. Well, 2 is. Maybe the first one wasn't. Oh, it's kind of bad looking. I'm gonna download it. 1989. Wow. Early Neo Geo. Yeah, that looks not my thing. Vanguard 2. I never bought this one. Is this? Oh, this isn't. It is SNK. The heck was it? Just never thought it was cool looking enough to buy. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, this was like their first. I think this is in Arcade Archives now. See? Yeah. Most of that, probably all of these are in Arcade Archives. Oh, wait. So this sure looks earlier than... Jeez. First arcade game. Oh, I never bought that. I wonder if... Shoot. Now who feels silly? Maybe it's not on Arcade Archives. Shoot. Hmm. I guess I'm gonna have to put some money in my PlayStation account and buy that on PS3. Wait a second. Arcade Archives. Title list. Ozma. Nope. Dang. Well, blow me down. Now, Marvin's Maze I did play, and I didn't like. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. Is this all of them, though? Maybe. Ozma Wars, heck. I just go games. Oh, no. All games. Oh, boy. Oh, don't crash yet. Oh, you're not going to do minis from here? Okay. Oh, wait, there we go. 4? What? Under all games, there's 4 minis. Oh, PlayStation Store. Why are you so good? You just gotta know. You gotta know how to find stuff because it's. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna even be able to find that anymore? What if I just search for Ozma? There it was. Huh. The second released vertical shooting arcade game. The first with disparate levels. Look at these weird old screenshots. So blurry, so grainy. Well, that's definitely gonna happen. In fact, maybe I can just do that. I mean, what else am I doing? Why not? Why just not keep recording? I think I'm logged in on PlayStation Store, whatever. On the web, on my PC, come on. Now, if I want to payment management, because you can't add money on your PS3 anymore because it's like cracked or something. Okay. Visa. Okay. Add funds. Okay. $5. That's good. Okay. It didn't work. Oh, right. I have to do that through the PS4. Ah. Yeah, I can't do it through through the Sony website. Website? Yeah. Because I don't know why. Oh no, this is going to screw up my recording. Well, I can't do it right now because I'm recording and using all the tubes that are necessary. So dang. I'll just do it afterwards. So that's that, I guess. I don't want to switch back out because it'll jerk up my recording again. Because the PS3 just has to flip its resolution out whenever it goes between two different programs. Wow, it didn't even give me an A on there. It just said go straight to Ozma Wars. Do not pass go. Yeah, baby. Wow. This is nuts. Look at all this crazy stuff I dug up somehow. So I never bought this one back in the day, and now I gotta fund my wallet through my PS4 on my other video tubes once I stop recording. So that's it. I'm gonna have some weird videos coming up, I guess, even slightly weirder than my normal ones, maybe. And it's gonna be a lot of PS3 stuff, along with the usual stuff. And somehow I'll get it all done. I don't know. Eventually. Thanks for watching, and see you later.